todos los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor, hay quien haya querido regalarle una estrella. Por amor, fue una vez al Calvario con una cruz a cuesta.
Testing. Oh, welcome, mi gente, to another episode of El Latino Rudio. I'm your boy, Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, and we got there on the controls, Charles La Loma.
Hello.
Charles, what's going on, Papa?
Aquí, you know.
How was your weekend? Well, we spent Sunday together.
Yeah.
We were at the
I was going to
Puerto
say,
Rican
you know how
Parade.
our weekend went.
Yeah, we had a good time, man. Saw some good people. It was a fun parade. It was a huge parade. Still, of course, there are things that we didn't like about it. But, we're going to speak on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the protesting and the political stuff. I'm glad they got the politicians out quick. They were the first ones up, and everybody's still setting up. People were still groggy and stuff, you know. But we got rid of them and stuff, and there was some good floats, some good music. But I don't know. It felt like it was missing something. Maybe like a huge celebrity, un salsero or un merenguero, whatever. Somebody a live band playing.
Right.
Like times of old. But you know how hard it is to get a big celebrity coming out because they're on tour and they can't do this, the logistics and stuff, you know. But we know what it's about.
I think it was more missing tradition.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't see. The only thing I seen was I keep messing up the dress's name. The balab. How you call that dance with the dress?
Bomba, plena.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
the bomba,
they have.
plena.
At least they have.
We
that.
had a couple of the traditional with the Taino headdresses and stuff like that.
Oh, I love that Taino group that passed by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We needed more of that.
Right.
We needed several of them to come by and do it to maybe, hey, Carmen, what's going on, honey? Some people playing the bongos, you know, and the rhythmic
That's
music,
true.
the Afro music and stuff, and we didn't have that. But we did see a few of them, but I like the tradition, and I guess I finally realized that we are moving musically into another generation of our music in Puerto Rico because there was a lot of reggaeton and stuff. Only maybe one or two floats, as you saw some of the videos that I posted, had salsa music. I'm a traditionalist. I'm old school.
Well, those were the ones that had the band in it. The DJs were the ones that was playing the reggaeton.
Yeah, but
that.
you know, we needed more of that. You know, at least for me. Now it's a younger generation. We basically have to pass the baton, but I don't want to lose tradition. You know, bring out the bomba, la plena, and even the Afro dancers and stuff like that. You know, at least mix it in there. To show the tradition, to keep the older people there and the younger people, to bring them in and stuff. But overall, it was nice. Actually, it was my really first time out there hosting something. So I tripped a couple of times and everything. I'm good here because I'm speaking to you and I don't have to move around and stuff. My voice was gone, my body was aching. It felt like I got beat up. But overall, it was fun hanging out with the people and making noise. You know, lost my voice a little bit. I have to do more breathing exercises and speak. Instead of speaking with the throat, speak more with the diaphragm and bring it out and stuff. But overall, like I said, it was fun. You know, it was great. Got to see a lot of some of my old friends that I haven't seen in a while. And I got to see it's a TikTok follower that I follow. Her name is Rebecca Hoffman. I got to see her there. She's from Chicago. And if you guys have a chance on TikTok, Rebecca Hoffman, check her out. A lot of homemade foods and stuff, Puerto Rican traditions. You know, she's a traditionalist, and you like her. She's a nonprofit also, so it's not like she's big commercially. Hey, she is, but you know, she's down home, vamos a decir.
Yeah. Speaking about food, they had that float with that big lechon.
Oh, you saw that? I caught that on video. Digo, lo que quieren el lechón, arrímase and everything. Bro, if I wasn't recording,
the tradition.
I would have chased them.
No, but if you would have looked inside, they had the back of the pig looked like bricks and sand. So
Right,
it looked like
right.
it was underground.
Exactly,
Like they were
exactly.
cooking it underground.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was
Yeah.
I like that. We needed more of that.
Yeah,
You know,
some,
but,
some of the kids didn't even know. They was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
They didn't know
quite
that
understand.
they
thought
cook
it was
it.
probably fake or whatever. No,
Yeah.
they were really doing.
it was
a
real."
pernil.
I was next to it, and I was already hungry. I was hungry.
I didn't get to smell it because I was a little bit away from it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I would have went.
I was hungry.
I
and
would have
stuff.
jumped in there and said, yo, vamos a ver.
Yeah, but a lot of kids they didn't know that they cooked them underground.
Right.
They didn't know that. They was
Yeah,
like,
you
"No."
put them, and they cook it for a long time. They put them
Yeah.
under the banana leaves at the beach. Really, they put the sand over it, and they come.
But
a
I
couple
wonder,
hours
I wonder
later.
how much different is that from roasting it? You know, not roasting it, putting in that roast oven that
Well,
spins.
The rotisserie, because now when you have it underground, it's basically cooking more evenly because you have a more controlled
Yeah, but now you got
environment.
ants and everything.
Well, you know what? I mean, I always thought about that. I say, oh, why are you putting it up? But they cover it up pretty much.
Yeah.
With the beneath. Actually, I saw that the first time I ever saw that was not Puerto Rican lechon. I was watching a show and they were doing it in Hawaii during a
Oh,
luau.
Hawaii, yeah, they do
And
that
they
a lot.
showed that they near the not too close to the water, but where it was a little bit moist, where it kept the moistness, bro. When they took that pig out, all they did was pick up the bone. The rest of it fell off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it, man. They were saying it melted in your mouth. Rosa, ¿cómo está? Bienvenido.
Now we have some ladies online that probably cook pernil. How's the best way you guys do it to make it like Johnny said, come off the bone?
Yeah, well, we got Carmen. Carmen's on, and so is Rosa. Rosa and Carmen.
But you know what I
¿Cómo
use?
te gusta cocinar el lechón?
You
Para
know
salir,
what I
para que
use?
salga así, que se caiga
Se caiga del hueso.
del hueso.
What I use is oven bag.
Oven bags are good. My mother started using that.
Yeah,
and
you
we
wrap it up.
After that, we never had a dry turkey again.
Oh no, you wrap it up and then you gotta marinate it once in a while.
Yeah.
To make sure. But oven bags, but I want to really taste. I don't think I was too young to remember how it tastes underground.
But you know how you can keep it moist also? Cooking it upside down.
Right.
Skin side down. And then you turn it over at the end so it can crisp. And I've seen that and I said, man,
Yeah,
it was
that's
some
what-
of the juiciest turkey and pernil I've ever had.
Yeah, my wife likes the when they're crispy.
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
give her the
I'm not-
crispy.
I'm not-
I'm not. that
Me either.
person.
But I'll do a chicharrón from the bag. But I won't do chicharrón from the pigskin.
Yeah.
I guess it's just too much grasa or whatever.
The
But I've
bone-
never really been a
For
fan
4 hours?
of skin.
She does it for 4 hours. Wow.
Really? 4 horas. It's usually, un cerdo usually is longer than that, no?
Well,
Well, no, I'm thinking, well, it could vary from the size.
right. Yeah.
Si no
That's
muy
what I was gonna
grande.
say. It depends on the size.
Yeah. ¿De qué tamaño, Rosa? ¿De qué, cuántas libras el lechón? ¿Grande o pequeño por 4 horas?
Carmen roast this, she said.
Common roast? Yeah, I didn't see the thing show
Oh,
up.
I took it down. so
There you
quick.
go. Oh, you do it. You do it roasted.
Yeah.
Now, how long do you roast it for, and what size pig? Because I'm sure there's different weights and stuff.
Yeah. But the good thing is seasoning it. People seasoning it for a day before.
Right.
But I heard seasoning it for 48 to 72 hours tastes better.
Yeah, you leave it marinating in
Yeah,
the
like-
refrigerator, and what they do también, I see them. They stab it. They poke holes in the skin.
Yeah, yeah. We have that.
And,
we
and,
have
and
that
they put the rub in
machine.
this. Some people use wet rub. Some people use dry rub. Some people use both. So I don't.
okay.
I'm not in the. I'm not in the el regular, pero yo no entiendo qué es un regular. Yo no sé cuánto cuesta, cuánto pesa un lechón. Yo solo ha comido. Yo no sé nada de esa técnica.
So for y'all Americans that are listening, how do you like your pernils? Your pernils.
Yeah. Pernil.
Pernils.
Yeah. So I mean, it's now okay. Now to ask this question: pernil with arroz con gandules or pernil con arroz blanco y habichuela,
Ooh, that's a tough one.
or
That's a tough one.
arroz pernil con arroz blanco y los gandules guisado encima. See, I can go either way. It doesn't bother me. But traditionally,
You know what?
it's arroz con gandules mixed for me.
But that's what I was gonna say. If I'm home by myself, I'll probably do white rice with beans. But
Yeah.
if I'm throwing a party, gandules.
Oh no, because then again, that'll be a
yellow
good
rice
way
and
of them
gandules.
not coming back to your house if you do it white rice and
White
beans.
rice with beans. you know?
But honestly, I can go either way.
Yeah.
I've gone to a place where they had a roast pig, and they had salad. No rice, no beans, salad. I was like, okay. And there was like about half the people there were Latino. But no one said anything because they were invited. It was the boss's house, so But it was different. I've never had, and then I've eaten the lechon and put it in salad because sometimes you don't want to eat rice. You want to be a halfway healthy because we know that pernil is not that healthy.
Shit.
But it's meat and it's protein. That's the way I look at it. You got to put a little toxins in there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Arroz con gandules, arroz blanco con gandule guisado, or arroz blanco con habichuela? I know what Rosa's going to say. Arroz con gandules y pernil. Exactamente. I knew it. I knew she was going to say that before anything else because Rosa is old school, tradicional.
Yeah.
I understand that. Eso entiendo completamente.
So it came such a tradition that when I go to a Latin party
Yeah.
and I don't see arroz con gandules, I'll be like, yo, what the heck?
Something is missing. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Or I see a lot of when I started 10 pounds stab season all over arroz con gandules or white rice with gandules and con bolas. Yes. La bola de what is it? What do they make the bolas with?
What you talking about, the potato ball?
No, it's not a potato. I don't think it's a potato ball. It's something else. Because that I see, because my mother used to make it. She would make the gandula guisao with the little balls in it. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. Rosa can tell me or Carmen. What do they make that ball with? Yo sé que no es papa. It's something else. Or could it be the masa of the pasteles? De plátano. Ya tú sabes. I knew it. Thank you, Rosa.
And Reynaldo, how's it going? He's online as well.
Reynaldo, I don't see your name, pero they told me you're here, so you're here.
Popped up.
Presente. And yeah, I mean, I've eaten it with the white rice and gandula guisao.
Yeah.
So yeah, Carmen said plátano también. Yeah, that's what it was. I wasn't 100% sure. Because I don't make myself feel stupid, so
That was my question of the day at the Puerto Rican Parade. I was asking every celebrity, when you leave from here, what Spanish food are you going to eat? And some of them did say that, of course, I'm going to a party, so it's arroz con gandules.
Yeah, the lo tradicional. I've gone to where they had I've gone to where they only had guineo. And no, without the rice and the pernil. With ensalada de papa. That was different, but I love guineo. I love guineo con el cerdo frito. I used to love that. Oh my God, bro! There was this place in the Bronx. El Boillo, on East Tremont. You would go in there. You get the boiled bananas and the carne frita, carne de cerdo, boneless. Ah, Maria, with the ajo on top. I'm hungry now.
I know, right?
I'm gonna comer.
Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, then you have in my house we did a lot of turkey. We didn't do too much pernil. As we got older, and my mother stopped cooking, basically, we would do a small turkey and a small pernil. We would do that, and of course we had turkey and pernil for days. Because there wasn't much of us. We used to have full houses and stuff, and then after my parents moved to Florida, it was smaller and smaller. One time we had the house full. In the festival.
We were.
¿Tú fuiste para el festival en la 116?
Yeah,
and I went to that festival one time, and they had the piragua guy.
Yeah.
He had the regular piragua and the other piragua. You pay $1 or $2 extra, and he'll put in some licor, either Bacardi, vodka, Don Q, with the syrup. And man, you have a couple of those, and you'll be feeling no pain. And yeah, so different types of food. That's what I used to like about Thanksgiving when I was heavier before I got my weight loss surgery. I would eat like a pig, bro. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat until I can't walk anymore. You gotta open the pants and lay down, and then you ate good. But other than that, now I take a little bit of everything. A small spoon of potato salad, a little bit, about 4 ounces of the meat to get my protein, and then the rest, pical. And you have the cookies and the pies and stuff like that. So yeah, It's
Yeah.
she went. Okay, ¿Cómo estaba? I was gonna go, but I got confused. I thought it was the week prior. Yo creía que era la semana anterior. No me recordé que era el día antes de la parada. And so when I found out, I said, oh man, I got my friends posting that they were at the festival. I said, oh well, I'm not
Yeah,
going.
they said it wasn't the same. I don't know.
It didn't look crowded.
Nope. They
It
said
didn't
wasn't
look
the
packed
same.
like years gone by and stuff.
The
And
sound system wasn't that great.
yeah. They let it go down. They let it they se cayó. But then again, I've only went once, so that was my compare years ago.
Yeah. But the original festival for the Puerto Rican Parade, that was more packed than I ever seen it.
Yeah, that one is in the
and I
Bronx,
covered
on
it-
Jackson
I-
Avenue, right?
Yeah, I covered it for 4 years, and this is
Wow.
the first time I seen, like, I was on the, I'm on the stage hosting,
Right.
and I'm looking straight out, and I'm like, wow, if I was in the crowd, it looks like I can't even move.
Wow.
This is the first time ever I
How
seen.
big is the festival? Like how many blocks?
Well, we were on, so it's 4 blocks.
Oh wow.
Straight 4 blocks.
Right.
And it was packed from the stage all the way to the end.
Nice.
So I was like, wow. I got a little stage fright at first, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to concentrate on the first line that's here in the row, and I'm not looking back.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
so-
it. Now I used to be good at working crowds, but since I haven't done it in a long time, I wouldn't know what to say. But I got my interviews in on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my Nidia Velasquez because she corrected me. I said Vasquez. She goes, no, dijo Velasquez.
You
I said,
forgot
okay.
the V. You forgot the.
And I got I forgot his first name, but Congressman Espaillat. So
No pa' acá. No pa' acá.
no
es pa'
pa' acá,
allá.
no pa' allá. Espaillat. Look for that soon. Small
Coming out, I
interview
think,
with
next
them.
week.
Sometime next week. Just look out for it. We'll post it and stuff. And but,
He said restaurant
un restaurante que se llama La Lechonera, que cocinan rico. Oh, so we're there in near the festival? Allá, wait a minute, I think I heard of it. Is
She
that
said-
near the Cuchifrito place on 116?
No, she said it's on 103.
Oh, on 103rd Street. Really? I got to check that out. Oh, espérate, I think you told me about that one time. Yo creo que tú me dijiste eso una vez. ¿Tú no fuiste a una fiesta allá? Que tú me estabas contando una vez. Ah, ¿sí?
Yeah.
La mente mía algunas veces funciona, algunas veces no. So, you caught me on a good day. Pero so yeah, it was fun. It's
Yeah.
not because I remember even though I didn't go, I never really went to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, but I would see it on TV. It was a different feel back then.
Yeah.
They had more, like I said, the traditional stuff.
Yeah, they had more history. This year they didn't
Yeah,
have,
exactly. That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot
La
more
historia.
music and stuff, but
Yeah,
not too
yeah.
much history.
But now I can understand that, but don't lose your tradition. Don't lose what the true essence
Yeah.
of our history and our culture. Because
Even the dancers, like
Yeah.
I remember back in the days, if you were like a Major Red or the step dancing,
Yeah.
but they had traditional music. This
remember with the
time they were-
batons?
Yeah.
They used to have that, and the actual bands with the
with the
xylophones
thing.
in their hands and stuff, and the trumpets and everything with the big hats.
Even then, they used to play Spanish songs. Here,
Right,
I heard
right.
them playing regular English songs and dancing.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
don't lose the tradition, people, because once that tradition is lost, then we don't have much left.
yeah,
Fine, the new Puerto Rico, you can call it, or the modern Puerto Rico, but don't forget where the roots are. Don't forget that to get to where you are, you have to come from there, and people, the traditionalists,
Yep.
your grandpas, your great grandpas, your uncles, your aunts, and stuff that taught you the ways and stuff. Don't lose that. Don't lose that, because then as you get older and you try to identify with your stuff, but now you can't find the history because you never really preserved it.
Because every time I see one little history thing, I used to ask the kids, "What is this? What is that?" They didn't
Exactly.
know. The one little kid didn't even know that the frog was a coqui.
Yeah, it's a little frog.
I was like, "You know what frog is that?" And the mother was like, whispering in his ear, "Coqui." I was like, "You shouldn't be whispering in his ear. You should have been told him that.
Yeah, don't give him the answer. Teach him.
He's supposed to have been known that."
It's like that old saying: you give a man a fish today, he eats today. If you teach the man how to fish, he eats tomorrow. You know, it's basically it's common.
There goes something for you. Thank you for the U.S. Army, 248 years.
Oh yeah. Today's the Army's birthday. Happy birthday, United States Army. Thank you, Reynaldo, for bringing that up. I saw that on the news earlier, but I was doing something and I heard it in the background. Because 248 years, June 14, 1775. How old were you then, Reynaldo?
It's like 20, I think.
He was like 20. Yeah, a lot of history. But don't forget your.
But that's when it was
don't forget your culture.
Officially became the Army, because they had gangsters coming around shooting people already.
True. But you know what? The Army base the Army base, the boot camp that I went to in Florida, that was an Army base before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was but it's funny, before the Air Force, the Army was handling that. Mm-hmm. The helicopters and stuff like that. And
I remember reading about it.
They handle the helicopters. The Marines handle the helicopters and the Harrier jets and stuff, and the Navy handles the jet fighters and AWACS, and so does the Air Force. Air Force has their own force, but it's funny how our planes and the aircraft carriers are Air Force planes because they have the Air Force logo on it. But you're trained naval aviators. Yep. Air Force is not trained to land on carriers because that's not what they do. So, you know.
But I want to do say a shout out to Reynaldo. Every time we say we're going to be somewhere, he winds up there and he makes sure he acknowledges us. So thank you
Reynaldo,
for that.
yeah, we got to give him a badge. Oh, he does have it. You got to give him a badge.
He's an honorary LDM.
We got to give him. I don't know how to give out badges on our on the page or on the.
I know. I got to look at that.
Yeah. We got to. But Rosa's got a diamond and a flag.
No, Rosa is. I tagged her on the LDM Facebook.
Oh.
She's fan favorite, I guess. And,
okay, so we can do that for Reynaldo. Reynaldo got to get
no,
special recognition.
Reynaldo's supposed to have the top fan already.
Yeah, but he don't got nothing there.
Well, Reynaldo, he goes a lot of places.
Reynaldo, did you sell your top fan badge?
I know, right?
Tú lo vendiste, ¿verdad? Yeah, we gotta take care of that. We gotta give it to our loyal people. I'm not gonna say followers because you're not followers. You're our loyal friends. Vamos a decir. I don't like that word followers sometimes. You know, I like to use más tradicional, más recogido, vamos a decir. You know, so okay, let's hey, yeah, you got on, Manny, because I texted you, right? What's up, Manny? Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah, what's up, Manny? How's your arm coming along?
I was going to say that, like.
Yeah, because he's still recuperating. Sometimes he gets groggy on the legal drugs they give him, which is that's the best. Legal drugs, you get high, nobody can tell you nothing. Even your wife could smack you up a little bit. Man, yeah, I won't feel it till tomorrow, baby. Go ahead, keep beating me up. So yeah, Manny, we were talking about the Puerto Rican Day Parade and stuff, and you missed it, so you're gonna have to catch the first half in the recording. More physical therapy. Oh yeah, that's gonna last a while, Manny. It's gonna last a while because you saw what happened to Nelson. Nelson got operated on both arms, on both shoulders. So what else are we gonna talk about?
What else? Oh, you were saying the stuff that we didn't like about it. We saw. And what we was missing. Well, what was the stuff that you didn't like?
You know what? I didn't find the crowd that enthusiastic.
Yeah, because they did. I seen that too, but I asked them a lot of questions why, and it came out to be that they didn't like the that they had politicians. You know, they understand that there is always going to be.
Yeah.
But if you having 20 minutes of them for the right in the front, that's too much.
Let them, if they're going to come by, don't let them stop and talk to interview. No. If you want to interview this person, keep walking with them. Say hi and everything and bye.
All you need is one, and just put all their names in the banner. Just keep on going.
Yeah, but they're not, Chuck Schumer's always going to show up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done a lot. I could say he's done a lot. Not everybody's gonna satisfy you.
Yes,
not everybody's gonna do 100% what you want.
Yeah, man.
There was over a million participants. Yeah. Not participants. They were in the crowd. Now, this was the biggest as far as participants. There were like 70 floats, a bunch of cars. They were at capacity. They said they were at capacity.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in the parade and a lot of people spread out on the parade route. But like I said, I didn't find them enthusiastic. There were a lot of
who counts them?
Huh?
Who's sitting there counting these people?
They are counted. They have people sectioned off, and they count heads as best they can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You just gave up at 1,000 and said, yeah, there was 1 million.
But because if you notice, there were a lot of lulls.
Yeah.
Usually the crowd is still active, or they're active with each other, or somebody has a boom box and playing music and stuff like that, or you have a guy playing un timbalero in the crowd, the cowbell man, or whatever. Yep. You don't find it anymore. I don't know.
Well, those are the elders that would do those things.
There's a lot of other stuff that's happening at the same day as the Puerto Rican Day Parade, because they had a huge event in Bushwick, and they had a huge Puerto Rican event in Coney Island.
Yeah.
That's what took a lot of people away también. If it wasn't for that, this would have been so crowded. You would have like rows and rows and rows of people deep, like at least 10 deep. They would have been up against the wall, like years gone by.
Yep.
But now they have several different events. I heard they had one up in Yonkers or New Rochelle, algo así. I know they had something in Brooklyn. They had something in Jersey. They had something Coney Island in Brooklyn. So it was spread out. I don't know if they did it on purpose to compete, but
also they need to advertise. I know everybody knows when the Puerto Rican Parade is, but still advertise. I want to know.
Well, who advertises? Channel 7 advertises it a lot because they covered it.
Yeah, but I
Channel
want to know
11 I
who's
think
there.
covered it, and they advertised after a week leading up to it. They were already talking about it.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be hosting it and
The
stuff.
new Menudo was there too.
I caught that, but you know what? It was like there was no fanfare. I mean,
The kids didn't know who the hell Menudo was.
No, but I didn't even know they were on the float.
Yeah, because they didn't advertise it. They always have a special thing, like the day of the festival, or the 116 festival. I was supposed to go to interview them.
Right.
So when the guy seen me, he was like telling me to go on board, but I'm like, no. First of all, you're going too fast.
Yeah.
And my cameraman, he might be falling. You know what I mean? So I was not even going to bother.
That
But
equipment
then
costs money.
second, I asked the people, who's that? And some of the elders forgot about Menudo too.
Oh, of course.
They
Because
was like,
remember, it was a
Menudo,
long
and I was like,
period
yeah.
without Menudo.
Right.
They didn't keep it out there because Menudo's part of our culture también, our young culture. Because Manny goes, it's true, Manny. It's a very sensitive environment these days.
Yeah.
That also, but
he watched it on ABC.
he watched
next
it on
year
ABC
You'll be
7.
watching it with us.
Yeah. Like I said, nobody. I got a funny feeling Puerto Rican Day Parade is losing its luster.
Yeah.
That's just a feeling.
But there was more people that I interviewed that was not from New York or not Puerto Rican. There was a lot of people there.
A lot of people from up north.
Yeah.
We had some people from Chicago.
Then we had a lot from far
Yes.
away, right there in New
Yes.
Jersey.
But there were some people from Europe
Yeah.
that happened to be. And matter of fact, I saw an interview on TV on the news. There's one lady from Ireland. She happened to be here during the Puerto Rican Parade, and she came and said, "You know what? Let me go check it out." She said that she liked the atmosphere better than the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Wow.
She said it. I heard it. And the reporter said, "Can you say that again?" He goes, "Yeah." She enjoyed it. She enjoyed herself more. She said, "I will be here next year. She's gonna make it a point to be here next year." She travels back and forth. So she goes. She's usually in New York around this time, but it just so happened that where she was in New York happened to be close to the parade, and she wanted to go check it out. And she had a blast. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's some people. You know how they let people cross the street? They was like, "What's going on here?" When they ask me that question, I just look at them.
Yeah.
I don't even answer. Do you don't see the damn flags? You're gonna ask me a dumb question. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Yeah, Carmen said, "Yeah, it is. It's losing its luster for some reason. I don't know. It's either me or something. I don't know. It's
I'm telling you, it's the history and the politicians.
it's commercialized. I gotta say, it's commercialized, and you can see it because it's all about money, all about money, sponsorships. Because I remember Goya used to have several floats, and other Don Q, one or two floats, a big float. They had a band on there. Even if it wasn't a known band, they'll have a local band. But they didn't have that.
But they lost a lot of those big sponsors since they started putting on politics.
Yeah.
Like they was like people, and then people getting mad at them. Oh, now they don't want to support the Puerto Rican Parade. No, it's not that. It's the same way as we don't. If you watch our video, we're not talking to any of the politicians. One reason is because if you see that, you're gonna be like, oh, Johnny from El Latino Rudio backs this guy up. No, he just interviewed him.
Exactly.
But automatically you're thinking he's backing him up.
But
So
you know
that's
what?
why
The thing is-
Goya and them don't
See,
want to be there.
But you know me, Charles. I could give two what you think of me.
Right.
I'm out here doing a job. My job is to conduct interviews. I'm not known, but I'm a personality.
Yep.
I'm a city. You know, and he goes, Manny says, he had that said to him during the Thanksgiving Day parade. You know, everything is losing its luster. And it's all becoming politicized and stuff. And there's gonna come a day where you're gonna have a parade and there's like nobody there.
Yeah.
You know, 2 or 3 people, you know, spread out and stuff, and it'll get shorter and shorter and shorter, and then you see, no hay más.
There's
You know?
nothing.
And if you notice, when they cover the Dominican Day parade, bro, that's a party. That's a major party. Because I guess it hasn't been infiltrated as the Puerto Rican Day parade because we've been there longer and stuff. As the Dominican Day parade gets more and more notoriety, I hope it doesn't fall into the way it's falling with the Puerto Rican Day parade. That's just it, you know. My people, and Dominicans, they do not need a reason to party. You know, hey, mira, sacó un A en el report card, un party. Oh, usó el baño solo, un party. They don't need a reason. They get down. You know, so it's like, you know, the young kids get crazy pulling girls' shirts and stuff. Like, yeah, that happened several years ago. Thank God it hasn't happened again.
But those were little kids.
Yeah, but still,
idiots,
it's because you know when bad things happen like that, it's going to hit the media, and it's going to hit the media hard.
Of course, because they want to destroy
Bad
the thing.
sells. George G., that's why I opted to go to the Coney Island this year. No, because I didn't want you at the Puerto Rican Day Parade, George. I'm only kidding. Yeah, I was thinking of going. If it wasn't on a Sunday, I would definitely have gone to the one in Coney Island.
Yeah.
But being that it was Sunday and, you know, conflict
It's near the house.
I would have traveled. That's not a problem. You know,
Shit,
me,
after a
I get up
parade?
early, and I like going to Coney Island.
Yeah.
But I heard the one in Coney Island was nice. The one in Brooklyn was nice. I saw a lot of videos and stuff on it. And you know, and how was the one in Coney Island, George? Because I have a friend of mine who's on the board of on the community board over there, down there in Brooklyn. Maybe if it's next time they have a festival and it doesn't conflict with the Puerto Rican Day Parade, because you know me, I gotta cover it. I'll go and check it out. But other than that, you know, there's a few things I didn't like and stuff. And what happened to the piragüeros?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, you have food trucks. Come on, I don't want no food truck. I want piragua.
And then the
I
food
want
truck was
somebody
expensive.
selling the lechon, not the float going by where you got to chase them.
Yeah, they didn't have like no food trucks there for the tourists to try Spanish food.
No, all the food trucks there were American food.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't. And
But those are the trucks that are always there. That's
exactly.
the problem.
But
know?
you could have bought one or two food trucks and stuff. You know, but it's politics and permits and safety and that's what they're going to tell you anyway.
They figure why spend a food permit when they already got food trucks there.
Yeah.
So, but
You know,
it's
but-
not Latin food. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Tourists wants the whole
Comida criolla.
the whole thing.
You know, like if I go, like it's like when you go to, like, say, China or Japan. I don't want to go to McDonald's. I want to go to a Japanese restaurant. I want to go to a Chinese restaurant. If I go to Brazil, I don't want to go to McDonald's in Brazil.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go
And
Brazilian food.
Yeah, but it's funny. You go to Japan or somewhere and you go to McDonald's. If
Yeah, I
you-
know that. I know it wasn't it was a festival. It wasn't a parade, right, George?
Yeah, it was
Because
a
the food
festival
trucks
and
are
all that.
usually at the end of the parade. Yeah, but not here, Manny. The food trucks.
trucks. No, they're supposed to stay there.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all time,
The food trucks at where the park started. There was a little park there between 5th and 6th Avenue on 60th Street. They had food trucks there and stuff. They weren't anywhere else. They were just stationed there where you're able to go get something to eat and stuff. But it was all American food.
Yeah.
You know, maybe international food. I'm sure they did, but not Latin food. And then, you know, they don't like the idea that you got Puerto Ricans invading 5th Avenue one Sunday a year. So, you know how that goes. I'm not blaming anyone, but, you know. I remember one year, I don't know if you remember, when they boarded up their windows and doors on the for the stores because they thought they were going to riot and break windows and stuff. That was a big brouhaha. If you notice, it hasn't happened since. So they got rid of that. Because it makes it look stupid. You know, you got the things boarded up. So now what is it now? The Puerto Rican Day Parade is they're making it feel like the ghetto, you know, to go up the parade. And that was the ugly look. I'm glad they didn't. They got rid of that. So, you want to go to McDonald's in other countries? The menu is totally different. Oh yeah, I know it is totally different, but I don't want to go to McDonald's and eat chicken teriyaki. I want to go to a Japanese restaurant and eat chicken teriyaki. You know what I'm saying? That's my reasoning behind it. I want to go to a traditional Japanese restaurant. I want to go to a traditional Chinese restaurant, and not in a big city or anything. I want to go to the holes in the walls. That's where the best food is. George, you know that. Mm-hmm. You know, I want to go to the traditional place. That's like going to 7-Eleven and getting sushi. There's something wrong with that. You know, so I want to go to a traditional place. It's just like if I visit someone's country. I don't want to stay in the city. I want to go visit the country. You know, I want to go to the small pub away from the city. I want to go to the small restaurant, the hole in the wall. That's what I want. That's where you get people who cook with love because they're not cooking in big masses. That's the reason I make fried rice. That was good, George. I remember I said it before when George and I used to work at RMM. We used to have him make our order for Chinese food because he's talking to them in Chinese. And he said, yeah, okay, I know we're getting good food. We're getting the good stuff. Make egg rolls and make sushi. And you got to hear George in there talking his language. I said, yeah, go ahead, George. Do it. And we come in, bro. The food was actually good. They take care, you know, that's the way it is. You got to know them because I would go into this Chinese restaurant on Chambers Street when I used to work downtown when I was in MTA. And there was a Chinese restaurant. And at the time that I would go, they were eating, you know, the workers and stuff or the kids of the family, of the owners come from school and they're eating. And it's like, I never talked to them about it, but I said, how come their food don't look like what we order and stuff? They had their food all spread out, all nice and everything, and they picking here, picking there. My thing came in a tin all together. You got that. I said, no, I want that. But they eat good. The food, I never had a bad experience with Chinese food.
No,
never really did. But then again, it all tastes the same to me. So they're not gonna season it the way they want to season it because not everybody can hold the seasoning. People are allergic. That's why a lot of people say, "Oh, this food is too bland" or whatever. But you have to understand that they're cooking for the masses. If they were cooking especially for you, they would know what you like, and they will season it accordingly. They can't just season every plate. Because then now they got to make the rice separate. They got to make the chicken separate. No, everything is done and boom, kept warm. You know? So add your own spices. Bring your own stuff. You know, don't expect, unless you're going to a whoop-de-doo restaurant where you got a chef there that makes a seasoning this way and stuff like that. And you know how he cooks and then you're going to go and then you're going to try it. But other than that, for a regular Chinese takeout or regular restaurant, you're going to get it. It's not going to be savory and tasty because they're cooking for a lot of people.
Bring your own adobo.
Bring your own adobo, yeah. Bring your own seasoning. That's the way you got to do it.
Hey, I just got tagged here from the news. I don't know how to pronounce it. Bella Montoya. It's a city towards Mexico.
Bella Montoya.
Montoya, yeah, right.
What happened?
A 76-year-old lady was pronounced dead, put in the coffin.
Oh, yeah.
And she woke up when they were going to go change her clothes.
They were at the wake. They were at the wake and she started knocking.
It says here, she was placed in the coffin and taken to the funeral parlor. When the relatives went to change her clothes, they opened the coffin and she gasped for air.
Holy smokes. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. But
And she was supposed to be suspected of, a stroke, like she died.
Right.
But I guess she didn't really. I don't know.
Aren't you? See, but that goes to show that she wasn't embalmed.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Here they embalm you.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get that injection and stuff. That's why you look so pale. They take out what they do. They drain the blood or something. They embalm you or something like that. But they didn't embalm her. I guess in that country, either they couldn't afford it or they just don't do it.
Yeah, this was 5 hours before the the viewing. They went to go change clothes and everything. that it's a shock and
A shock.
blessing.
I wonder how many people fainted.
You know, there was somebody, Diablo. Now I have to pay the $20 I owe her.
Oh man, but you know what? That's like that's like a blessing, and I'm gonna be scared of this woman for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
She was in that coffin for a while.
yeah, she had to be.
They're tight, supposed to be at least.
She was at least there, and then plus they had to take her to the funeral and everything to
Yeah.
the viewing. You know,
That's crazy. But you know what? It wasn't her time.
yeah.
It definitely not her time. Lawanda, what's up, girl? Finally you showed up. Yes, yeah. Rosa says, yeah, she said that. Oh my God.
Yeah, she
Hola, mi
seen it too.
amor. How you doing? What's up, girly girl? Uh-oh.
That's an incredible thing, though.
It is. But you know what? It's not the first time though.
That's what's good that they didn't bury her.
Oh my God! Imagine if they start burying her and she's knocking it. Let me out! Let me out, bro. I'll leave. Yo me voy. I'll leave it right there.
You have one of those pastors, you can hear her knocking to the heaven's doors.
Oh,
over
I know,
there.
right?
Like, no, that's actually me. Open up.
No, you go like this. Doña, Doña, no. You're knocking too soon. You're knocking too soon. He can't hear you. But yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy.
And they've also found they're gonna release the video of how they rescue the kids from Colombia's jungle.
Yo, I was gonna mention that. You know what
Yeah.
that is, bro? 40 days. But you know what?
40 days.
Yeah, 40 days.
Wow.
They were taught by their aunt and grandmother how to survive in the jungle. Because they were Colombians and they knew how to survive, but it's still incredible. So young. Now you had animals, you have snakes, it's cold, rainforest, a lot of rain and stuff, and how they survived, bro, is beyond me. And they were pretty much in good health.
That is something else.
40 days, and their parents, they showed the plane. They were searching for these people for 40 days. I don't know how they found them because I didn't get to see the whole story, but thank God, bro. Miracles happen every day, man, and all of them. And they were for what? The youngest was like 5 or 7, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
That's nuts.
To survive all that
Yeah.
time.
And the oldest one had to be not even 15, maybe. At
That
the
was
most?
a big jungle to be lost for 40 days.
You ain't lying.
They might not have moved nowhere, and they just said, you know what, we'll stay here until they rescue us.
They
You
could have
know?
been, yeah, but they will search. They didn't know where the plane went down because as those Cessnas, they usually they don't have radar.
Right.
It's all they don't have instruments to fly the plane.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible, man. Those kids are blessed, and wasn't their time.
They said, I would have pooped on myself, boy. Don't play with me.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah.
It goes.
Yeah. I don't know
She
if I.
can really talk to the angels and demons. Yeah, you ain't lying, right, George? She can really talk to the angels and demons.
Even if in my house, I'll be like, "Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I survived. I'll be in Central Park talking about, I need survival. What's going on?
Yo, I would have survived, but probably not that long. I would have been bitten by a snake or something.
Something, you know what I'm
Something
saying?
would have killed me because we don't have those instincts. If you're from there, you can have the instincts. And 9 times out of 10, you probably won't survive being that young. But these kids, they were taught well. What can you say?
Jesus.
More power to it. These kids are going to be, they're survivalists. Next thing you know, when you see them old enough, they're going to be on Survivor, on one of those Survivor shows.
I know.
And they're going to win every time.
I won't go against them.
Lawanda, I would have crapped on myself.
That's what I said. She was like, I pooped on myself.
You ain't lying, bro. I would have been crying like a little biatch for somebody to come and get me.
But
You
also,
know, because did they have panthers down there también, mountain lions?
I think they mostly mountain lions over
But still,
there.
the
Yeah.
kids were small. That's like a tasty meal. They probably knew how to fend them off.
No, but you got to think about it. Wasn't there 40? There was 40 of them. Mountain lions do not attack when there's a group like that.
But there was only 4 kids.
No.
They were gone for 40 days.
Oh, 40 days.
Yeah, there was only a few kids. If you have a couple of, well, then again, mountain lions hunt by themselves. But all you need was a couple of them. They'll snatch the small one.
Yeah.
You know?
Either that or I'm throwing the small one at them.
Throw them, we run.
Run.
Digo, ahora el perro que lo encontraron se perdió en la selva. I don't remember that. Un perro que encontraron en la selva. I don't know.
But also, if you guys want to invest, Costa Rica is investing in trees, which they just got caught. They were fraud.
Really?
They were actually selling people saying that they're going to be putting taking these trees down, and you can invest in it as a company, not knowing that where they were talking about was a place that you can't cut trees at.
Wow.
But you go to the Americans and be like, in Costa Rica, and they got caught.
Yeah.
So now they're getting charged with fraud and.
People do anything for a dollar, bro.
Oh my
That's just
God.
like these scammers. These poor people that get scammed. Now they have the AI technology where they're cloning the voices of their loved ones,
Yeah.
and they're calling as grandma, I need some money, I need help, or whatever. A grandmother's not gonna hesitate.
See, that's why I love. This is the perfect time to be a Latino.
Yes.
Because the AIs cannot do Latino accents.
And they can't do a Latino attitude.
Yeah. So you're gonna be like, what? Hey, since when you speak pure American, mom? They can't do because
But you know what?
you
They'll
put a
end up
Spanish
figuring it
word.
out.
You put a Spanish word on the IA. ¿Cómo está ustedes? No, grandpa? No.
Yeah, but they'll come out with it.
they're gonna
It's a
figure it
great
out.
technology, and it's also a very scary technology.
But that's been out for years.
Yeah, but now they're perfecting it.
Right.
You got an AI that can write a resume for you. They can write a freaking thesis. Bro,
Listen,
we're gonna have some dumb people graduating.
I'm telling you.
We're gonna have a lot of educated dummies. That's what you're gonna call them. That's the way the world goes. You
That's
just
right.
hope that we. I've always said that this technology is going way too fast for us.
Yeah.
gonna
there'll
crash
be a lot
somewhere.
of dumb people. Just put them back, and they can go get some egg rolls and
Egg rolls and some McSushi,
That's all.
McFried rice. We'll have George cook it up. And it's crazy, and it's funny. I also saw on the news that we're supposed to be all electric vehicles by 2035 or
Dang.
2040 or something. But they were talking to electrical engineers and stuff like that. He goes, "Do we have enough power
That's
to
what I'm
power
saying.
these things?" They said, "Absolutely not.
You're doing all this power stuff, but
How are you going to charge these things up?
yeah,
They don't have the grid is not going to be able to hold this, so you can't go all electric." He goes, "Que el perro que encontraron los nenes en la selva le está
they had a dog?
perdido ahora." Oh, ellos tenían un perro con ellos. Yo no sabía eso.
hello, how they survived?
I don't know
Somebody
how
got to
to
go first.
I didn't know they had.
Somebody had to go first. Be like, mira, yo tengo hambre ahí y ese perro, ¡pum! ¡Wow, wow, wow! Todo el día, no,
Either that or le ofrecieron el perro a los
to the mountain
the
lion.
mountain lions al sacrificio.
Be like, no, mira, no diga nada.
Yeah, right? Wow, I didn't know there was a dog involved. But then again, like I said, I didn't see the whole story. I didn't listen to it. I was just listening when I was doing something else.
Yeah.
I just thought it was incredible that these kids could survive for 40 days in the jungle. Young kids like this. I mean, it was older kids that could understand it. They were spent more time in the jungle and stuff. But these are young kids. All four of them together didn't even reach my age.
That's what I was
So
like,
imagínate.
wow.
So
Just to hear about it.
yeah, just to hear it, it's incredible.
The Latinos, they stand up.
Hey, listen, bro, we're resilient, bro. We're resilient, if anything. We
Very survival out there.
yeah, that's crazy and that's beautiful. I give them a hand. They got my applause. They got my admirations. Yeah, it's nuts. And we have a little bit of time left. Florida's going downhill, guys. They're losing a lot of money. It's gonna be ugly once this law goes into effect. I have friends that are telling me. I know this guy who has a YouTube channel and stuff. I watch him all the time, and they've lost money, and they're gonna keep losing money. Once it hits the big wigs, the big billionaires, and the people who retire down there nice and rich and everything, once it starts hitting their pocket, then maybe something might get done. Maybe they'll overturn this this law that's gonna go into effect with a bunch of other stuff because people are leaving Florida.
Yeah.
Not just the illegal immigrants. A lot of regular people are leaving. They're going to places like Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi. They're gonna raise their value, and they're gonna get upset when their property goes up, when their houses and housing and everything. Did you know in Orlando a 1-bedroom it's like almost $2,000 a month.
Wow.
A 1-bedroom apartment. in Orlando is like almost $2,000 a month. And depending on where in Orlando, if you're downtown, you're paying more than $2,000. If you're a little bit on the outskirts, you're going to pay about $1,600-$1,700 for one bedroom.
That's too much.
People not making that money
It's too much.
to live in a one-bedroom apartment. So that means you're either living by yourself or you have a partner or a small child. Other than that, you're not going to be able to afford it. And the pay hasn't come up. So they have a lot. The law that goes into effect on July 1st, Manny, in Florida. Because you have to do your homework with these electric cars, replacing the batteries. Exactly. You get and a lot of these batteries are not covered on your insurance.
No, and
that battery could cost $20,000.
And you know the funny part about it, they just passed the law on the electric cars. You know that the companies like Ford and all of them,
right?
They was not trying to teach anybody how to fix it. You have to go to them to be fixed. So they was like, whoa, what's going on? That's a monopoly.
Exactly.
So they said no. Now they have to have training mechanics and stuff like that to learn how to fix it.
Yeah.
But you think about it. The car just came out now.
Yeah, man. Look at it. Law 17, I think it's 1718.
Yep.
All the undocumented immigrants have to leave the state of Florida because if they get caught working, they're gonna get the owners of the companies. They're gonna get arrested. They got there are construction sites that haven't been finished. There are entire communities that are not finished. The wood is exposed. Rains already hit them, messed up the wood. The farms. If you had 300 people before, you might have 50 now picking these fruits and vegetables. Your prices are going to go up. Look it up, man. 1718.
But that's funny because that's the law here. If you get caught with immigrants working, they give you a big fine and everything.
Yeah, but here's not it's not
we
enforced.
don't go looking for it. Yeah.
You know, I mean,
some laws are just there just in case I want to go and attack you. I got something to attack you with. That's it.
But you know how much money Florida's going to lose with these migrants leaving? Because they pay taxes, even though they can't they can't get Social Security, they can't get Medicaid or Medicare. But people say, oh, why are they paying into it? They're not going to use it. So we know they're not paying. I said, listen, it looks good on their immigration application. I knew I wasn't eligible for this, but I paid into it.
Yeah.
Because it looks good. You say, all right, this guy is paying his way. Even though he's illegal, he doesn't have to. He could be a day laborer, maybe get less than what he's getting, but doesn't have to pay taxes on it. These people come here to work. They're not here to play around. They come here to work so they can take care of their families abroad. I have no problem with that. As long as you're paying your taxes, taking care of your business, and doing whatever, and you're contributing to the economy because you got to buy goods. You got to buy gas. You got to buy clothes, food, furniture, renting an apartment, buying a house with someone. You know, the billions of dollars are going to be lost. Florida generates in 800,000 undocumented workers in Florida. Most of them pay taxes because they're working. Some of them don't, but it happens. Not everybody's perfect. But they're going to lose anywhere from $30 to $50 billion a year in tax revenue from these people.
Yep.
Where's Florida going to get that? Guess what? Look for Florida to implement a state and local income tax on your paycheck. I said it here first. Look for it because how are they going to recoup that money? They got to recoup it somewhere. And guess who pays? The poor schmoes because the big wigs don't pay their fair share of taxes. Thank the Republicans for that. Thank you, Republicans. So that's the way it is. He goes, my friend who lives in Orlando said that almost like New York. Exactly, Manny. Exactly. The prices are sky high. And it's going to get worse because there's nobody building anything anymore. Mm-hmm. Everybody's gone. All the immigrants are gone. Yep. And you don't have, and remember how they were fighting? Oh, they're taking our jobs. It's there now. Go ahead, go work it.
Nobody wants to.
They're not going to do it.
It's that people just wanted to complain.
Exactly. They're not going to do it.
They just wanted to complain.
Who's going to stand? Who is actually going to want to stand out there in heat that feels like 115 all day long? I don't. That's why we have them. Let them work it. They're doing a job, providing something. They're taking care of their families. They're eating. We're eating. Harmony. Not anymore. I'm moving into my brother's house. I'm going down there, Manny. I'll sleep in the garage. I don't care. Just put a big fan. I won't be surprised if they did away with the pension friendly state. No, that's what I was saying. They're gonna well, everybody pays federal tax. We know that, no matter whether it's pension friendly or not. They're gonna implement a state and local income tax, and they're gonna tax everything. They're gonna have to. They have nowhere else to recoup the money they're gonna lose, unless they repeal that law. So, bye, Florida. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else.
All right, well, we're going to end it, but I want to end it real quick with a good note.
Okay.
In Colombia, a boy is painting walls with his friend to organize a youth center type of thing. But they don't have a building, so
Right.
it's just them together, painting walls with murals to fight against crime.
Wow. See? Youth
so
uprising.
Cool. That is so cool. Now,
Yes,
we
it is.
we
Yes,
needed
it is.
something like that because these youth nowadays don't do crap. So
Yeah, I know.
That is so good. Shout outs to Colombia.
Shout out to
They-
Colombia and any place that's doing that. Don't forget hard work.
And the company helping them is called Jewel Coil for the Open Society Foundation
There you go. Beautiful.
in Colombia. Thank you.
I applaud
Thank
you. I applaud you guys. Well, anyway, guys, this is it for us for today. Thank you for being here, and hopefully you'll be back with us next week. God bless you all. Have a safe week, safe weekend. Until next week. I am Johnny Donuts.
baby.
That's Charles.
Por amor se han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor hay quien haya querido regalarle una estrella.